What's up, guys? Your boy Nati Empire back to another video. And today's video is going to be my Premier League predictions for Game Week 5. Um, the previous Game Week 4, was quite entertaining for some fans, of course, not United fans and Liverpool fans. It was just a case of England's biggest teams, to lose. It's just a day of despair and a day which those teams would like to forget, especially Liverpool. Like, at least, with United, the opposition was, more respected in terms of what they've done in the past and how good they are. And, Villa, they're a good player, they're a good team and they have quality players. But yeah, I think it was more embarrassing for Liverpool, especially with the tweets that came out after we lost. But yeah, um, I think this weekend is a weekend of redemption for those teams. And I think this is going to be the weekend where the Premier League goes back to normal and the big teams come back hungry and want to win. You know what I mean? So so 17th of September fixtures where we will see Everton take on Liverpool, Chelsea take on Southampton, Man City take on Arsenal, and Newcastle United take on Man United. So let's start off with the first team, the Merseyside derby. Everton taking on the Reds, Liverpool. I think this result will end in a 2-0 victory for the Reds. I think Liverpool will perform well in this game and Trent Alexander-Arnold will finally find his form once more. That's what I believe. And Everton have been on a great roll of form. They're at the top of the league. But yeah, I think that Liverpool will sit them down, and from fantasy they'll come back to reality. So I think Liverpool will really have had a long think of what happened on Sunday. So I think that this is going to be a very important result for Liverpool, especially for the title hopes. And yeah, and Everton will still do well. Don't get that wrong, but I think Liverpool will take another dub in this Merseyside derby. And then we move on towards Chelsea taking on Southampton at the Bridge. I think will end in a 1-1 draw where Timo Werner will finally score for the Blues in the Premier League. And yeah, I think that this will be a tight game. For Southampton, I think Danny Ings is gonna score. It's simple as that. But yeah, um, I think Chelsea is going to drop points here against Southampton. But if they do not drop points, my second prediction for this game will be a 4-0 victory for Chelsea. Back-to-back 4-0 victories. So that's what I think. But yeah, 1-1 between Chelsea and Southampton. They move on towards the big game, Manchester City taking on Arsenal. At the Etihad, I think City will run away with that 3-1 winners. And I think Riyad Mahrez will get in the score sheet for Man City. I think that against City, like the other big teams, they have sort of dropped points. Except for Arsenal, of course. Arsenal have had a great start to the season, but yeah, I think that Arsenal will become that Arsenal we know, a mid-table club, and I think City will dominate Arsenal once more because when what was 16-17 season the last time Arsenal beat City in the Premier League. So yeah, I think City will want to carry on that record, and I think that City will persevere and win that game 3-1. Then we move on towards the final game of 17th of September, where we see Newcastle United take on Manchester United, where I think United will win 2-1. Of course, once more, this is sort of a biased opinion, for I am a United supporter, but I think that United will try and get back on track, and the Premier League title is still there as long as the rest of this month is good. If United look who do you take on? United are going to take on Newcastle United, Paris, Chelsea, Leipzig, and then the start of next month, Arsenal. Then after Arsenal, I think we take on Everton in the Carabao Cup. I'm not sure who we're playing after Everton, but if we win that game, then I think United will be back in form. Of course, if we win all these games in this month, then against Arsenal, yeah, we're already in form. But yeah, it's always a case of we beat the big teams, but we lose the small teams. And if we can beat the team after Everton, if it could potentially be a small team, I think that we are back on track and we are looking towards winning that Premier League title. But yeah, Greenwood's going to make the difference in that game, I feel. He'll play up front, but if it's not Greenwood, I think Marcus Rashford will get on the score sheet today. So there's that. Then we move on towards the 18th of September fixtures on Sunday, a great Sunday day where we see Sheffield United take on Fulham, and I think Sheffield United will ease past Fulham 3-0, and I think McBurney will be on the score sheet. We move on towards Crystal Palace taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. I can't say that word right, but yeah, you see Brighton take on Palace, and I think Palace win their game 3-2, and Jordan Ayew getting the score sheet. I think this game is compared to the rest of the games this weekend, maybe Leicester vs Villa. I think this is going to be quite a tough game. I know they're a bit of sort of small teams, but I think Palace vs Brighton, Leicester vs Villa, and Leeds vs Wolves, those are going to be the tightest games this weekend. And I think Palace will, of course, they're playing home, and I think that the home advantage will help them because they haven't lost at home, if I believe, this season. So I think that that will help them, and they'll beat Brighton 3-2. Then we move on towards Tottenham Hotspur taking on West Ham United, and I think West Ham United will shock Tottenham in this London derby at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with a 1-0 victory. And I think Mikel Antonio is going to get on the score sheet most definitely, and I think that he's going to make the difference in that game, just as he did last season, where Tottenham's first defeat at their home stadium to come to West Ham, I think. Then he done that celebration where he was humping air. So yeah, let's hope he can do that again. Score, of course, not humping the air. We would like to keep. I hope the Premier League like to keep the the league PG, not 16 rated. Next thing you see children at the schoolyards doing those things. Then we move on towards the last game of Sunday, Leicester taking on Villa, which I think will be so tough that will end up in a normal draw, where I think if Villa are to have a great game, I think Tyrone Mings will make the difference at the back and maybe up front. So yeah, then we move on to the final date for Game Week 5, where we see the 19th of September, where we see West Brom take on Burnley and Leeds take on Wolves. And I think in this game between West Brom and Burnley, it will end in a 4-0 victory for Burnley, where Chris Wood again in the score sheet, Barnes, Dwight McNeil, and maybe a centre back, maybe Dunn will get in. What is it, Dunn or Dune? I'm not sure, but yeah, I think Burnley will have a great game and they'll ease past West Brom. Then the big game for this Monday night, it will be Leeds taking on Wolves. Leeds United taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers. I think will end in a 2-1 win for Leeds United, where Costa will make a difference. The former Wolves player will take on his former club and score. And maybe not a sign of respect because they're not playing at Wolves home ground, but he'll definitely, I think, score against them and will make the difference in that game, along with Patrick Bamford. So yeah, I think that's my Premier League predictions, of course, and it's a bit shorter than usual, so I'm speeding things up, because as you can see here, yeah, not that long to for the Premier League to resume, and I want to upload this as soon as I can, because I don't want this to be uploaded after things happen. So yeah, those are my Premier League predictions, and comment down below what's yours, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn your notification bell. The way turn your notification bell will only be available if you subscribe, and I love you all, and bye. You know what? Let me talk some more. So it can be a 10-minute video. Yeah, and also comment down below if you guys would like me to do a preview show, for a preview type of videos before for Man United related things, and yeah, and also it'll be on Tuesday. Look out before my PSG vs Man United promo on Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday, and also what else to talk about? Yeah, comment down below what your if you play Among Us or so, then I can do a video where me and you guys play, and then yeah, I'm still trying to do the video with me and my mates, but yeah, at the moment I don't have a phone, so I'm getting a phone at the end of the month, so I can chat to them and tell them that they can play now and all those things like that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and bye.